Hello everybody, welcome to Excalibur Zone Gaming. This is Excalibur and we are playing Ascension. This is the digital version of a card game that I play with my friends, and it's been a while since I've played the original version. There's been new settings and updates to the game since then, but this here is a pretty good start. Now, we can play online and log in and all that, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and cancel. We saw my email address there, which is going to be blurred out in post-processing. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to play offline. We're going to select a new game and start a game here in a game. Now, basics, you start with 60 victory points, and that's how many are in a pool, and as you gain victory points in the game, you're going to pull from this. So this number is going to go down, and once this reaches 0, the game is over. I will be player 1, and we're going to change that to Excalibur. Welcome to Android. Done. And then player 2 is going to be the computer. So we're going to go ahead and just leave that as player 2. And we're going to start. Let's see how well this works. There is no audio, unfortunately, because it's going to be very laggy between the audio and what's being played, so I turned that off. And what we're going to have is probably some audio in the background. So here we are. There are different cards. We have different factions like Mechana, Lifebound, Void, and then there's Monster. The monsters are what you fight. The different things that you can do here: you can fight monsters, such as Samael's Trickster or the Cultist, or you can purchase things like the Arbiter of the Precipice, the Snapdragon, Burrower Mark II, Grand Design, Runic Lycanthrope, and Mystic Heavy Infantry, and that's about it. Now, each turn you'll have 5 cards or more or less in hand based on what your opponent does, and what you're trying to do is get enough of these gems. Apprentices, as you can see, produce 1 gem each. Mystics produce 2, and then different cards will produce different amounts and might be used for other things. So I can click play here after I double click that, or double tap it in the thing, and or you can just click and drag and put the apprentices out there. As you can see, this grew until there were 3 there, and there are 3 things I can purchase. Well, 4 actually. I can purchase a Mystic, which will give me plus 2 gems, a Heavy Infantry, which gives me plus 2 fight, Burrower Mark II, which lets me put a Mechanic construct into play, and every time I do, including this one, I get to draw a card. And then there's a Runic Lycanthrope. Now, if I happen to have another Lifebound hero that I played previously, I gain 2 fight. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. I can either double click and select acquire, or I can drag him down to my discard pile here. My deck is over here. You can see it's got 5 cards left. There's 1 in my discard pile. Every time you acquire something, and you only acquire things with gems up here, anything with a fight will go to the void. So all of these will end up down here unless it says otherwise in the card. Now I've got 2 militia. I'm going to play all. I'm going to put both up there. You'll see that goes to 2. And I've got a cultist, so I'll go ahead and double click that. And as you can see, reward is 1 victory point. Anytime you see a star, that's a victory point. We'll defeat him. These cards here also have victory points. So you've got 5 and 6 and 3 and 2 and 1. And I can click here, and you'll see I've got the Runic Lycanthrope. We can take a look at the card. He is worth 1 victory point as well. So we'll go ahead and click that to get it out of the way. Then click the discard pile to hide it. I am done. I have no more cards in hand, and I've used up all my gems and all my fight, so we'll end turn. So he's going to play his apprentices and his 1 militia. It looks like he's going Mechana way. And I have nothing but apprentices, so I'll play all of those. I'm going to grab that Snapdragon, because once per turn, it's a Lifebound construct, I gain 1 gem to buy. The first time you play a Lifebound hero, each turn, I gain a victory point. I could go to the Arbiter of the Precipice, but it requires me to banish cards in my hand. That means that if I had an apprentice in my hand, or any other card, to draw 2 cards, I would have to send them to the void, which means they're gone forever. I could go for Void Thirster, which is the first time you defeat a monster in the center row each turn, gain blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and double click the Snapdragon, select Acquire, and we'll be happy with that. End the turn. As you can see, we can see his hand is right here, and he's got nothing but apprentices. He's going to buy a Mystic and a Heavy Infantry, and he's got 7 left in his deck, 2 in his discard pile, because he just acquired 2. Now he's got 2 in there, and then he draws 5 cards into his hand. Now, I have the Snapdragon, so let's take a look at the Runic Lycanthrope. Played another Lifebound hero. Okay, we're not going to play him, so we're going to click on it, and we're going to put this Snapdragon out. There we go. We get 1 from this dude. So if you see here, then the first time I play a Lifebound hero, I gain 1. So the Runic Lycanthrope is going to go out there, and I'm going to gain 2 because of his ability. It gives me 2 purchase power, and I did not play another hero. I played a Construct. So that's, I don't get that 2 fight. But I do get the 1 victory point because I played that. So the 1 from the Cultist and 1 from that. You get the idea. Now this here, this gear symbol with the 1 in it, shows that I have 1 construct in play. Constructs remain. Everything up here gets put into your pile. If we look at player 2, we can click here, and we can see what's in his discard pile. As you can see, the Mystic, the Infantry, and the Apprentices. You can see he has 0 victory points, he has 0 constructs, he has 5 cards in hand. We can click here, and that technically is his deck, so there's 7 in his deck. We can't look in it. Actually, that's his discard. And then this is the log. That's going to show us what he did each turn. It's going to show the changes. So he played these and got that, and so on and so forth. We don't have to worry too much about that since we're playing this live right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play these 3 dudes, which gives us 6 purchase power. Now, we could go with this. I don't want any void stuff. Though this would be nice, a nice void construct. We could get this, but it only is used for mechanic constructs, and this is only used for mechanic constructs. Yeah, good victory point totals, but I want to get that Void Thirster because when I start fighting these guys here, I'm going to get that victory point. So we'll go ahead, we'll acquire that, and we will put it into our discard pile. We'll end our turn, and this will clear up, and we'll get 5 more. Alright, so he's going to fight the Cultist, he's going to get the Order of the Precipice, and we're getting overrun with monsters here. So I get 1 purchase power. Let's go ahead and play all. I can't do anything with the Militia, but I get 5. So we're going to grab the Watchmaker's Altar if we want to. We get 1. I may spend it to acquire mechanic constructs, but it's 5 victory points. And then there's the Mystic, the Heavy Infantry. Let's go ahead and grab these guys. Just drag those down, just like so. Like I said, there's a little bit of drag. I'm using this in USB mode. Let's end turn. I'm actually recording my phone's screen over USB. So he's just going to buy a bunch of heavy infantry. That's interesting. I get +1. Let's play all. We're going to get the same exact thing I had before. This time we're going to get that extra victory points. Because the one with the victory points, highest victory point total at the end of the turn, at the end of the game, wins. So that gives us 5 just for having it. Alright. Now there will be cards. That will actually destroy our constructs. So let's see here. Hopefully we have enough to get the Land Talker. So let's put Void Thirster out. That's going to give us 1. And what else does Void Thirster do for us? Let's take a look. I want to double click it. There we go. First time you defeat a monster in the center row each turn, I gain an extra victory point. So that's an awesome thing. We have 1, and I think it's a center row, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play the Runic Lycanthrope. We're going to gain 1 victory point from this construct, and we'll play Militia. We have 2 attack, and we have another 3 to purchase stuff with. Now I want this Land Talker. He's going to give us 3 gems. Boom. That's purchased. And then we're going to see what happens if we defeat the cultist. Nope, just gives us 1. So this does say, first time you defeat a monster in the center row each turn. These 3 are not considered the center row. These 6 are. So let's end the turn, and let's continue. And we'll see what he has. Oh, he's got the Void Initiate. What did it do? You may banish a card in your hand or discard pile. Now that's a really good way to slim up your deck. Alright, it is our turn. And we have just the basics. We have 3. Ooh. There we go. Play. We can actually defeat something that costs 4. So this is 1 star and 1 gem. Or, yes, gain 3 and each opponent must destroy a construct he controls. So we're going to defeat that. That's going to make our life a little bit easier because he can't do that to us. I'm going to throw up those 4. Blah. Now let's see, draw 2 cards, banish a card in your hand. I think I'm going to take that because that's going to help us burn through our deck a lot faster. Now we're going to start cooking here. Got the Corrosive Widow. Opponent must destroy a construct he controls. We'll get rid of Void Thirster. Let's destroy it. That's just going to go to our discard pile. Alright, now, once per turn, gain 1 fight. Once per turn, you may spend 4 to gain 3. Gain 2 and draw a card. We want that Flytrap Witch. Do we have enough? So first, what we're going to do is we're going to throw down this Land Talker. Bam! We're going to get +1 victory point. And that Land Talker gives us 3 gems. We have a total of 4 because of the Snapdragon. Throw down the Runic Lycanthrope. So we have a total of 6. And then we're going to play down the rest of this. And we've got 2 attack. Now we have 10 to purchase with, and that is awesome. We're going to grab both of these Flytrap Witches. That is just too awesome to not do. And there's Corrosive Widow. If he has enough, he's going to do it. We're going to take out that Cultist and grab another victory point. And we're going to end turn. Now, whenever you run out of cards to draw in your deck, like I will next turn, you'll have this here shuffled and put back here. Alright, now this Watchmaker's Altar, we'll go ahead and play it. It's a sacrificial for the most part. And then we'll play the rest. Play all. We don't have enough to kill anything, but we can get the Druids of the Stone Circle. Acquire a hero with cost 3 or less without paying its cost. Place it on top of your deck, but it's a hero. This one, ooh, the Yggdrasil Staff. We'll take that. And we don't have enough to defeat anything. And turn. We have 44 victory points left. And he has enough to kill that one dude there. We're going to try for that Corrosive Widow. We don't want him to get it. So we have a lot of purchase power. Oh my gosh. Let's just play all. And a victory point. And we have 8 purchase. So I'm going to grab that Druids of the Stone Circle like I wanted to. Yeah, we'll grab the Mechana Initiate. We get some extra stuff there. And I'm going to grab a Heavy Infantry. There we go. And this is the end of the turn. Pretty quick, pretty simple. Let's see if I can win this game. Corrosive Widow. Yeah, the Watchmaker's Altar. We're going to destroy that. Yep. Alrighty. We're keeping that Snapdragon going because we're getting a lot of victory points from it. Notice he's got 10, but we're at 11, and we just increase it by 3. Ooh, another Flytrap Witch. Another 2. Alright, let's see here. Void Thirster will come out. Heavy Infantry is going to come out. Militia will come out. The Order of the Precipice. Draw 2 cards, banish a card in your hand. What do we have? An apprentice? Yep, we'll do that. Get rid of an apprentice. Boom. And we're going to get that Corrosive Widow. So here, what is his construct? He has the Burrow Mark II. He draws extra cards whenever he plays a construct. Okay, let's go ahead and kill that Corrosive Widow. Bam. And then we're going to go ahead and throw up these 2 apprentices, which will let us get that Wolf Shaman, gain a... Oh, hang on. This guy here, gain 2 attack, draw a card if you control 2 or more constructs. We have a construct engine going, so let's go ahead and grab him. And turn. Let's see what happens now. Oh, he banished a Mystic. Nice. Alright. Yggdrasil Staff. There we go. We're going to get 2 per turn now. Runic Lycanthrope will go out for 2 more. And we have 3. So let's play all. Alright. We could get another Void Thirster. Grand Design. Watchmaker's Altar. Let's grab that Grand Design for its victory points. And then we've got 2 attack, which we'll go ahead and kill a cultist. Drag it over there and drop him. Because Void Thirster will not work with that. We have to kill something in the middle. Darn it. Okay, so yeah, he's got a draw engine going. Temple Librarian. Wind Tyrant was a good one. Wow. Okay. So let's see here. We don't have any attack. We've got 2 attack. So let's go ahead and play him. That will give us something. The Runic Lycanthrope. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play all. There we go. We have 7 purchase. Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and defeat him. Gain 4. I may banish a card in a center row and or a card in my discard pile. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and banish the Void Thirster. We don't want him getting that. And we have nothing in our discard pile. We have 7 purchase, so we're going to go ahead and grab the Avatar Golem for 4. Yep. We have 3. Void Initiate. We can burn through these apprentices, get our more powerful stuff. And a Heavy Infantry. There we go. Get our combat up and banish stuff out. Ah, man. Druids of the Stone Circle is a good one. But he doesn't really have much. There we go. Alright. Altar of the Precipice. What does that do for us? Draw 2 cards, banish a card in my hand. Let's play the Flytrap Witch first. And the Grand Design. The problem is you don't want to banish your big stuff. The Mystics and the Heavy Infantries are 1 victory point each. So I'm going to get rid of a Militia. Oh, draw 2 cards and banish a card. So we can banish a Militia. There we go. That helps a lot. Mechana Initiate. We want to see, what does he do? Gain 1 or 1. There we go. Mystic gives us a total of 3 purchase power. We could get the Watchmaker's Altar. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to go ahead and put this guy up there, this guy up there. We're trying for Zurin or the Earth Tyrant. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Take a card at random from each opponent's hand and add that card to your hand. or gain 5 and draw 2 cards. We're going to go ahead, gain 5 and draw 2 cards. I'm going to throw out another apprentice and another heavy infantry. Now this is 5. We can actually grab this, and I will, because it's 5 victory points at the end. And then we'll kill the cultist. Here we go. We have 6 victory points left. Let's end the turn. We'll see what happens. Tormented Soul. And is that it? Yep, that's it. We might actually be able to do something. Land Talker. What did that do again? Gain 3. Okay, we'll play it. It's going to give us a victory point. The Flytrap Witch is going to give us 2. Druids of the Stone Circle. Why is... Oh, I can buy it. Okay. Acquire a hero with 3 or less without paying its cost. Place it on top of your deck. So Spike Vixen is going to go right there. On top of my deck. There we go. Temple Librarian. Let's see here. Play. We have enough to end the game right here. I want to try and end it as much as possible. Or do as well as possible. So we'll play all. Now that gives us 2 right there for 6. Yeah, it's probably the best bet. So we'll grab that 6 right there. We have no more left. And we're going to kill the cultist to end the game. End turn. Yep, I've got low memory. So player 2 had 18 victory points, 30 cards for 48. And I had 90. 42 and then 48 there, because all these cards are what got it to us. And buying those cards we didn't need, but gave us the 5 and the 6 were awesome. So we're done. That was Ascension. You can take a look at the rule book and everything here as well, in the card gallery. There's a whole bunch of different cards, and that's how it goes. You can click on the next card, drag it along. Let's see here. There we go. Now it's working. And these are from expansions and stuff like that, which I don't have yet. So I've got low memory because for some reason Ascension sucks up my memory on my phone. So let's just head on back, and we'll call this the end. I'm going to go ahead and go back. Click quit. So this has been Ascension Chronicle of the Godslayer, the base game. If we look at the in-app store, hopefully, yeah, there we go. You'll see that there's Dawn of Champions, Realms, Unraveled. Come over here and drag down Darkness Unleashed, Rise of Vigil, Immortal Heroes, Storm of Souls, and Return of the Fallen. I actually have Dawn of the Godslayer and Return of the Fallen in physical form, and a friend of mine has, I think, Immortal Heroes or Dawn of Champions. I think it's Dawn of Champions. And for the most part, we have a really great time. I may record plays with Play Online and do like little 5-minute videos or whatever. We'll have to see how you guys like this. So until next time, enjoy playing Ascension. It's a free download in the Google Play Store. I think it's also a free download in the iOS app as well, so you might want to take a look in iOS, the iTunes App Store as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, because I will play more card games and stuff like that from my phone now that I can hook it up and record everything. Thank you, Mobizen, and I think I might have had my old phone set up to record. I got a new phone, and LG-G3, which is apparently running out of space. So I'm going to have to move some stuff off to the SD card and free up more space on the device itself. As always, this is Excalibur, and I am out.